Advance orders are one of the simplest forms of automation and happen to be a way for us to place multiple different orders all at the exact same time. There are actually quite a few that we could discuss in today's video, but today we're going to be specifically focusing on the one called an OCO bracket order. Over the next few minutes, we're going to learn how to place them on one of our current open positions, how to attach them to a brand new trade, and also how to manage them after the fact, and we're going to be doing this within the ThinkorSwim web app. Now, for those of you watching who have no idea what it is I'm talking about, are completely unfamiliar with this type of trade, it's actually pretty simple. An OCO order, or a one cancels the other order, can be used to close you out of your position at either a set profit target or to get you out before you lose too much money. Now, because this type of trade would require two separate orders working simultaneously, it is going to require an OCO, which essentially links those two orders together. It allows us to place those orders and have them work at the exact same time, but then whichever order happens to fill first, the other order is going to be automatically canceled. But I'm sure that still sounds incredibly confusing if you are brand new to this, so if we were to dive into the ThinkorSwim web app and use a real-life example here, over here on the left-hand side of my platform, you can currently see I've got the Positions tab selected. That means that my main screen over here on the right-hand side is just currently showing all of the current open positions that I have in this account right now. Right here, you can currently see I've got a position on the NASDAQ futures, I've got a position on Microsoft, and I've got a stock position on Micron. For this first example, let's go ahead and use this Micron position right here. And at the moment, if we look to the right, you can currently see I've got 100 shares of stock. I originally bought this stock for $44.29 a share. It's currently trading for $52.05, which means that at the moment, I'm up over $770 since buying it. So clearly this has been a pretty good trade so far. But let's say I wanted to try and protect a portion of those gains and automatically close out if Micron were to ever fall. And let's say I wanted to get out automatically if Micron were to fall below, let's say $50 a share. But besides just exiting the position to try and protect those gains to get out if Micron ever falls below 50, let's also say that I did also want to automatically close out if Micron were to ever hit my profit target, which in this case would be, let's say, $55 a share. In order to actually do that, it would require an OCO order, because I'm going to have two separate trades and I'm going to want to link them together. Now to begin that, we are simply going to come over here to the position itself, so in this case Micron, and click on the symbol right here. That will then immediately take me to the stock profile page for Micron, where right up here at the top we can see a little bit more info about the company itself, as well as a couple buttons to place a brand new trade on the stock. But then more importantly, down here below in the center of the screen, we can see all of our open active positions on this stock right now. Now really it's just showing us the exact same stuff we just saw on the previous screen on the positions page. However, on this one, if we were to come over here to the left, you'll actually notice a little check mark box here, which if checked actually allows us to create a closing order on the position by coming over here to the right-hand side and clicking Close Selected. You'll then see that it immediately built out a closing trade on that position that we had just checkmarked. So right here, we could actually specify how many shares we wanted to sell, what price we wanted to sell that stock for, what order type we wanted to use, and then how long we wanted the order good for. And if all you were doing is just outright closing the position, either with a limit order or a stop order, this is all you have to do and then hit review to actually submit it. However, in our case, we don't want to just place one trade, we actually want to place two and actually link them together. So to do that, we're going to come down here below the order ticket in this little toolbar section here, where we can actually see all of the advanced order types available to us. From left to right, we can see contingent orders, blast all, OCO, first sugar sequence, and actually a few more within this little advanced order subsection right up here above. I'm going to try and touch on all of these in a later video, but for right now, we're going to come back over here to the left and simply click on the one marked OCO. That will then build out a second order ticket just below the first one with a little toggle right between the two, linking them both together. So these two tickets will now allow us to set both the profit target and the stop loss order. And then it's going to link them together so that if one ever does fill, the other one is going to be automatically canceled. Beginning first with the top ticket, let's come back up here above, and this one's going to act as our profit taking order. From left to right, we can first specify exactly how many shares we wanted to sell, which in this case I am going to leave as 100. We can then specify the price at which we wanted to sell it for, and I'm going to adjust that up to $55 a share. I'm going to leave it set to a limit order, meaning I only want to sell the stock if it hits 55 or higher. And I'm also going to adjust the time in force from a day order to a good until cancel order. Now that the profit taking order has been set, we can then move down below to the next order ticket. And in this case, this one's going to act as our stop loss order to get us out automatically if Micron ever drops below 50. Now in this case, I am going to leave it set to 100 shares, so the entire position. I'm going to come over here to the right and adjust the stop down from 52 down to $50 even. Coming over to the order type on the right, it is a simple stop order, which is actually a stop market order. That means that if Micron were to ever drop below 50, a market order would be submitted immediately to exit the trade as quick as possible, and we would take whatever the next best available price is. If you wanted to change that to something like a stop limit order or a trailing stop order, we could click on the order type here, scroll down a little bit, and then flip it over to either a stop limit or a trailing stop. However, for right now, I'm going to keep it as simple as possible, and we're going to leave it set to a stop order. And now the only other thing I have to do is flip this over from a day order to a GTC order as well. Now that both the profit taking order and the stop loss order have been set, the very last thing you'll want to take a look at is the little toggle between the two order tickets. The three little buttons here will then allow you to indicate how you want these orders to be linked together. For OCO, it's going to default to OR, meaning you either want the limit order to fill or the stop order to fill. Whichever one fills, the other one is going to be automatically canceled. If we instead had and selected, that would mean we want both orders to fill and we don't care which order they fill in. If we instead had then selected, that would mean we want the top order to fill first, and then if that ever happens, we then want the bottom order to be submitted. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense in this case, but I'll explain that a little bit later. But now that everything is filled out correctly and I'm happy with it, we'll then just come down here below and hit review to submit the order. You can then see it gives me a little order confirmation box just to confirm everything looks right, which in this case it does, so we'll just come down here and hit send one more time. Now that the orders have been submitted, we could check on them a couple different ways. The first way is simply by looking right up here above in that same little trade section. Right here you can see the closing ticket to sell it at 50, as well as the limit order to get us out at 55. We could also see it on the chart down here below if we scroll down just a little bit. We can see both the sell tickets right here as those little red boxes, and then the final way is by coming back up here to the Positions tab, and then coming over here to the right and opening up the Activity tab. And right here we can see the two orders, which again are linked together. Both of these orders cannot fill. Whichever one of them fills first, the other one is going to be automatically canceled. So either we're going to sell it for 55, or we're going to get stopped out if it ever drops below 50. But that's how you're going to place an OCO on one of your current open positions. If you instead wanted to attach an OCO to a brand new trade, let's go ahead and come up here to the search box at the top, and for this one, let's go ahead and look up Apple, AAPL. We can again see the stock profile page for Apple down here below, but in this case, because I do not currently have a position on Apple, we're going to first begin by opening up a brand new trade. So we'll come up here to the upper right hand corner and hit that big green buy button. That will then build out the opening trade ticket down here below, just like before. However, this time, instead of hitting the one marked OCO, we're going to come over here to the Advanced Orders button, come up here to the drop-down menu, and find and click on the one marked First Triggers OCO. You'll see with the First Triggers OCO, we now have 3 separate orders right up here at top. You'll now see with the First Triggers OCO, instead of just having 2 closing tickets, we first have the opening ticket, which if fills, will then create these 2 closing tickets to go out there. Going through this quickly, let's go ahead and first begin by filling out the opening order ticket. And for this one, let's say I wanted to buy 50 shares of Apple. If Apple ever were to drop down to, let's say $130 a share, I'd like to buy it. I'm going to go ahead and make this order good until canceled. You can again see the little toggle in here in the center is saying, if this order fills, then I want these 2 closing tickets to go out there. But do not submit them until the opening trade fills. But now that the opening ticket is filled out, we can then come down here below and fill out the 2 closing tickets, the first of which is going to be our profit-taking order. And in this case, let's say I wanted to sell it if Apple were to go back up above, let's say 140, because that'd be roughly a $10 per share profit. And now that that's set, the only other thing we have to do is set the stop. And in this case, I'm going to set the stop to, let's say 125, and again, make it good until canceled. Now that everything's filled out and I'm happy with it, in order to place the trade, we will just come down here below and hit review. We can then see the little order confirmation, but in this case, all I'm going to do is hit send to actually submit it. Once submitted, we can now see it on the positions page as well as the chart down here below. So again, this time we can see the first order, the opening trade right here to buy Apple if it ever drops down to 130. And then if that order fills, these 2 closing tickets will go out right behind it. Now, just like the real ThinkorSwim platform, you also have the ability to adjust these orders directly on the chart. So if we had a change of heart on that profit-taking order, if I instead wanted to move it up to, let's say about 160, I could simply click on it and then drag it up to the new price. So right here, you can see I've dragged it up to $160.37, which if I let go, I can now see the order ticket down here below with the new adjustment. And then in order to confirm that I do in fact want to submit it, we'll just come down here below and hit review, then hit send. Now you can see my profit-taking order has been adjusted up quite a bit. And we could also do that from the positions page by coming back over here and clicking positions. Then over here on the right-hand side within the activity tab, if we wanted to adjust those orders or just outright cancel them, we would simply hit the little checkmark box to the left of the order we want to edit. That will then bring up a little box down here at the very bottom. And right here on the right-hand side, we can choose to either outright cancel the entire set of orders or edit them. Now, in my case, I actually want to edit the entire bracket order on that new Apple trade. So I'm just going to come here and hit cancel selected. And now looking back up here in the activity section of our positions page, you can now see those trades on Apple have been canceled. Now, for those of you options traders out there, it is going to be the exact same process for options as well. And it's going to be available for both single leg options as well as spreads. Now, I don't want to spend too much time on this in today's video, but going through a quick example, if we were to come down here to my Microsoft position, go ahead and click on it. You can actually see right here that I have a vertical spread on Microsoft. I've got 2 of the 250 calls as well as I'm short 2 of the 260 calls. Now, in order for us to place an OCO order on this vertical spread to get me out at my set profit target or to get stopped out before I lose too much money, I'm going to first come up here and click on Microsoft. Just like before, we're taken to the Microsoft stock profile page, and down here below, you can see my current trades right here. On the left-hand side, they are both checkmarked, meaning I want to close out of the entire vertical spread. I don't want to close out of just one leg. I want to close out of the entire thing. Now, in order to place the bracket order, we'll just come down here below and hit close selected. You can now see a vertical spread has been built out right here. And now in order to attach the OCO order to it, we'll just come down here below and hit OCO. On the top, we can now set our profit-taking order. So I could say if it ever goes up to, let's say $6, I want to sell it. But besides just setting the profit-taking order, if I were to look down below that, we can also set a stop as well. So if this vertical ever trades for less than, let's just say $2 even, I want to get out of it because I don't want to lose any more money. I'm also going to set them good until canceled as well. And then once that's done, all I have to do to submit it is come down here below, review it, and then send it. Looking right here on the trade section, you can now see both of those orders out there working to get me out. Either to stop me out if it ever goes down to 2, or to get me out if it ever goes up to 6 so I capture that profit. But like I said, I don't want to spend too much time on how to place these more advanced trades on options. I will save that for a later video. But hopefully now you at least feel a little bit more comfortable with advanced orders and how to use them within the TOS website. If you are already familiar with the ThinkorSwim desktop platform, you should have no issues flipping over to the website. It is really starting to grow on me. I think you guys will like it as well. Now, if you're looking to learn more in the meantime, consider checking out this video next. You might find it helpful as well. Otherwise, have a great rest of your week, and I hope to see you all in the next one.